Alright guys, welcome to Manifest Mowing. I'm Jay Morgan. Let's make the vision a reality. Alright, so today's video, I'm going to keep it short, sweet, and simple. This was a comment that I got. I also ran into a guy in Ace Hardware. I was wearing my shirt, so we got into a conversation about lawn care. And so it was a reoccurring question. I figured I'd do a video about it. And he said, both the guys asked, if you're getting in the lawn care business, would you rather do like I did, A, just dive in and go by yourself? Or would you rather B, start off for a company, get some experience, kind of learn the field, and then go into business that way? And guys, I mean, really, I don't have a right or wrong answer. Like I always say, it's going to be up to you. I'm a real firm believer, gather all the information you can, do all your research, and then make an educated and informed decision. But let's go over some pros, and let's go over some cons. All right, guys, so working for a company, pros. I mean, you're going to have somebody you can lead on. You can lead on their ear, and it's going to speed up your learning curve. You're not going to have to look on YouTube like I did to figure everything out. You can lead on their experience. You can be right there, hands-on. They can hold your hand. They can show you how to edge. They can show you how to trim hedges. They can show you the proper techniques to cut, to run the zero turn so you're not turning up the grass. Like, there's a lot of pros to that. And another pro is, guys, you're going to be working with commercial equipment. I mean, the best of the best. You'll be using 10, 12, 13, maybe $15,000 mowers. You'll be using the biggest, baddest blowers, the best hedge trimmers, all high-grade equipment. And one thing that's going to do is it's going to make the job a lot simpler. It's going to make it a lot more efficient. And that's going to be a great plus for you. On the downside, though, when you go to work for yourself, if you're not using the same kind of equipment that you trained on, this is going to be a real bummer. You're going to be all the way disappointed. Because, see, like, I don't even run with all commercial equipment now. And one thing that I am glad about, from what I've heard from other guys that told me, I'm kind of glad that I haven't, because I don't think I would, I wouldn't be able to go back. I'd be doing everything I could to break my back, to find a way to just go ahead and push forward. But what is it they say? Ignorance is bliss. Like I love my walk behind mower. It's commercial grade, but that's the first commercial grade mower I've ever owned. So, and on top of that, it's 10 years old. So put that in perspective. And man, when it came out, I think it was like $6,000 new. And now a lot of the high-end commercial mowers are around 10, 12, 15. So that's one thing to consider. But guys, there's a lot of pros to going and working under somebody. The only thing is, like, you got to know when to pull the ripcord. One thing I'm afraid, especially because I know myself, is I would stay longer than I should. And you don't want to fall victim to that. If you're going in to get the experience, get it, learn what you need to learn, and then get out. In fact, I probably have like an expiration date going in. Because, I mean, guys, you're not learning how to be a doctor here. You know what I'm saying? There's only so much stuff you need to learn. You don't need to go work for a year to get an internship. I would tell myself, hey, I'm going in for this long. I'm going to save some money aside. And by this time, I'm going to go out on my own. And what I would do is just start going out. If you're already working for somebody, start part-time. As soon as you get you some equipment, like I started to get me some jobs, and got to phase it out the same way you would do with a regular job. But guys, that could be a great way to go. Because I see some guys post comments on there. A lot of guys do this on the weekend. A lot of guys are retired and they do it part-time. And you can just kind of ease your way into the business. And it's not like fight or flight, sink or swim. Like when I had to get in, I had to make it work. Number one, instantly right off the bat. And number two, like I had to make money. And I mean, like I need to supplement the income I had from my full-time job. Not only that, like my main goal was to surpass what my income was. But I was able to do it because like I was in survival mode. But I'm also a firm believer in when your back's against the wall, that's when us as human beings can really get the most out of ourselves. So I mean, that's working with the company. Like I said, working by yourself, you're gonna learn all the same things. You're gonna get accelerated a lot faster. That's the thing about working by yourself, because you're gonna have to, in order for this to work and to cover your expenses and to run your business, you're gonna have to get it off the ground. I mean, so there's pros and cons to both ways. Like I said, I can't really speak for the first because that wasn't my experience. But being somebody that's realistic and can analyze a situation, I can definitely see the pros involved in it. If I had some more time, I think I would have liked it. I would have liked the experience. The only downside is the stage I was in my life. The time for working for other people had already expired. Oh yeah, that was the other thing too. If you work for somebody else, you're not going to make as much as if you work by yourself. Now, granted, in the beginning, it might be the same. Until you get your clientele established, get yourself up, build you some experience. But long term, you'll definitely make more on your own. If I was younger, if I was in my 20s, that would have been something I would have been interested in. But the point I was at in my life, I was just ready to go in. Like, I didn't have the couple of months to get the experience. I was like, I would just stay up all night, gather all the intel I could on the internet, and I did about 2 weeks of reconnaissance work, or I was gathering information like a full-time job. And then after those 2 weeks, I just hit the ground running. Like I said, I had a decent background because before I was doing this, like, I've always been trying to find ways to make extra money. So, like, I was doing real estate investing. I've dabbled in entrepreneurship in the past, and I think that helped me out a lot. And my customer service background in the hospitality business. I was used to talking to strangers all day, every day. So those things paid major dividends for me. So with the experience and my background that I had, like, even though I didn't know the industry, I was like, I can learn that. That's technicality. I felt like the business end and building the business to me was going to be the most difficult part. So I put all my chips and energy into that. But guys, I'm just going to keep this one short. Like I said, it was a great question. I was figuring I'd give my 2 cents on it. Like I said, as always, I can only tell you about my experience. But guys, thank you for all the support. Really appreciate it. If this helped you out, please like, subscribe, share, and we'll see you on the next one.